So, hey guys, we have Karrigan here. Amazing performance, but again, finishing just short of that goal, right? I mean, there are two tiers which are completely forming. So, you guys, SK, and the other ones, basically, Optic and all of these. How do you think that you're going to get to that next number one spot again?
I think we just have to work harder. I mean, what do you say to the teammates? We don't need to change much. 3 out of the 4 last matches we played SK, we lose in overtime. You cannot say we need to do this better. It is the small margin that changes the whole thing. We lose 2 equals yesterday on cash and still makes a 50-50 against SK, the best team in the world.
Yeah.
So I think every puzzle is there, every piece is there. We just need the one final moment to take it to SK and beat them. It is a team we have hard beating. Yeah. We have good matchup against Australis, I would say. But SK is definitely a tough one. And we tried the different maps yesterday. We didn't play cash or pass in ECS. So I said to the team, last test before the major, now we try this matchup or these maps. And then we make a conclusion before going to the major if you play them in a best of 3 at the major.
So you mentioned that there were some small mistakes. But especially looking at performance of Rain, it seemed that he was carrying quite a bit of heavy load in this. I mean, nearly hitting the 40 bomb, right? So, where is it falling short, you think?
Yeah, I just think everybody turned up. Yes, everybody but the whole team turned up. I mean, Rain turned up, nobody else helped him, and we are like laughing. I'm saying, calm down, Rain, you're making us look bad, stuff like this. We tried to keep the mood up, and the round where he killed 3 guys from Connector was amazing. That's only something Strahd can do on the stream. So I said, calm down, Strahd. So I tried to lighten up the mood and say we have a way back now, and just focus on playing and just fight, because the first map wasn't us. It wasn't a real game. So now let's make it 2-0. It's a new best of 3.
Right.
Just reset bottom, and that's what we do. And people have to feel at one point how many times you can do comeback against SK, because SK is one of those teams. Exactly. They always close it out.
Right.
And we just fell short again this time, man. And one day they can't close us down, and then it's gonna hurt, and then we think now we're in it again. So it's a small thing.
So is there I know it's too soon to say this, but is there already a plan in motion for the major? Because it's right 1 week.
No, I don't like to plan ahead. We have a Swiss format first to come through, and it is quite hard. If you have a start we had an overpass, or at the start we had an Optic, we are going to lose in the Swiss format, the major. That's how it is. So we have to, every game, go and be ready. We cannot wake up 20 minutes after the game is already gone. Then we lose to every team at the major. So there's no plan in working. Once I know who we face in best of 3, if we make the playoffs, then I make the plan, then I make the veto, then I look how it feels and how the team is performing on specific maps.
And how did you like playing in Cologne?
Amazing. There's nothing else to say. I think this is why I play CS. Else I would do everything else than playing CS. Come here to arena, people saying face up, Faze clan. Even when we are losing, I hear them cheer more for Faze clan than SK, and that is just amazing. You cannot explain it as a player how it feels, and I love this.
So a question which you might not get asked too often is, what would you say to the teams or even regions which are outside of now NA or EU or Brazil, for Asian teams, for South Asian teams? How should they approach the game, and how should they improve their quality?
I think the only way you learn is live the game. You have to commit everything. That's what I did once I finished with my studies. I said, now it's now or never. You have one chance, and if you blow it is the hardest to come back. You have to be very talented if you blow your chance to get back. So be humble, be ready to take a chance. If you have to move to Europe, do it. Get some experience. Go back to the Chinese scene. Learn stuff from other players, and I think that is what other teams could do. Maybe come to Europe for 1 month, 2 months, play all the scrims against even tier 4 teams, and work your way up, play online tournaments. There's so many tier 3 tournaments online.
Do you feel there's a lack of discipline from these teams or strategy?
Maybe it's also the chance. You don't have to go to Europe. There's a lot of things you have to take into consider, but if you have the chance, just give up your family for 1 or 2 months. Just do it. I mean chance you will never get.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you always wonder how would it be if I would have been in Europe playing in an amazing team. Look at now. It's the first time that ever in Cisco that international team is a top contender for titles. We make it work. Everybody can make it work.
All right. Thank you so much.